you for being here.
Thank you.
My husband is a Vietnam veteran, and when you get to Washington, what will you do to help the veterans to receive benefits that they so, deserve, and not have to wait years and years and years to have that come about?
I'm from a military family, so I know how special that is. Many of my staff are veterans, former military members. Bear in mind, military spending is a legitimate function of the central government. Article 1, Section 8 gives that central government certain enumerated powers, and military spending is among those powers. Because of that, we need the very best and brightest military in the world. With equipment, with everything we can provide them, we have to give them every resource they need and desire to complete their mission and to win the war. It's always concerned me greatly when politicians try to wage war from Washington, D.C. It's not the job of politicians to micromanage wars. It's the job of generals and military men and women to win those wars. So you give them everything that they need to succeed, and then when they come home, you deliver every single promise you've made, every one. Now here's the thing that's interesting. Because military spending is a legitimate function of government, in Article 1, Section 8, there should be more than ample enough money to take care of these men and women. The problem is our government's trying to do so many illegitimate things. Here's an example. Military spending, legitimate. Free cell phones, illegitimate. If we take all the issues out there where we're spending on illegitimate matters with powers that have exceeded the constitutional boundary, we would have the assets, we would have the revenue to make sure our men and women deserve everything they get. And you know what? They do deserve everything they get. And the idea that someone would attempt to balance the budget on the backs of the military should be dismissed immediately. That's another reason that Chuck Hagel should have been dismissed immediately. Chuck Hagel is one of the few people that are pushing for military cuts back to pre-World War II levels. Chuck Hagel has no business being Secretary of Defense, and he would not have been Secretary of Defense but for the fact that Senator Thad Cochran was the first Republican senator to cross over and support Chuck Hagel. Elections have consequences. If he's going to cross over and support Chuck Hagel, he has basically put a seal of approval on Chuck Hagel. And so when Chuck Hagel comes after our military bases, we have no one to thank but Thad Cochran for that. He should have defeated Chuck Hagel, just as he should have voted against John Kerry for Secretary of State, just as he should have voted against Ruth Bader Ginsburg for the United States Supreme Court. But each time, he went against the conservative cause. Each time, he ignored the wishes of the people of Mississippi. I'm not going to do that. We're going to fight for the military. We're going to fight for shipbuilding. We're going to fight for a strong presence because we know that keeps America great and strong.